And she said, when they said, well, she's so westernized, she's wearing cheerleader outfits, the parents don't mind. Now, I happen to know from Amina and Sarah that Muslim girls that live in devout households lead double lives. They have one fabulous life at school, and they're always overachievers. They invest all of themselves in the West. School, and AP, and honor class, and tennis, and soccer. This girl, too. Now, you see, Rivka Barry said, they never saw me in my cheerleading outfit. I would wear my sweatpants and everything on top. But when ABC News went to interview the parents, what do you think was sitting on the table right next to the parents? A picture of Rivka in her cheerleading outfit. That's how they manipulate and the media is like so pliable, such a willing supplicant. It's pathetic. But to your point, if she becomes a dependent of the state, then she could probably apply for a green card. She's out of the parents' hands. I worry not just about the parents. I'm really worried about this girl because she has been like the giant truth teller on Islam. And when she got in front of that mic of that newscaster and she spoke for 6 minutes, the unfettered truth that nobody ever lets you see, it was such a devastating moment. I mean, the thing is that when I heard the story, somebody sent me this little piece in Ohio, and it said, run away. That's not my thing. But it said, friends worried because she's a Christian convert. I was on the phone with Robert Spencer, and I said, you think she got away? I said, I hope she got away. And he said, they never get away. And they never get away. They really don't. Take it from me. I have a whole category of honor killings in the West on my blog. They don't get away. And when she showed up in Florida, her passion. And they try to make her out to be a freak for her love of Christ. I think it's disgusting how they demonize Christianity. It's an abomination. And of course, let me tell you, if you're going to stand up to Islam, if you're going to stand up to the Islamic machine, the media, the left, you better have somebody really, really big standing behind you. Because even the really brave, courageous warriors like Wafa Sultan and Nani Darwish and Ibn Warq, like Nani and Wafa, their husbands were very supportive, which in Middle Eastern countries really is kind of unheard of. And Wafa, when I did an interview with her last week, said, I could never have done it if it wasn't for my husband. So Rivka has Jesus. This is her crime? It's an incredible story. It's an incredible story that you don't hear in the media. So to your question, we're hoping that the dependency hearing goes her way. Yeah. Well, let me tell you what I think. I think that things are not going well for Obama. I don't think that... Yeah. Let me tell you something. This is all I do, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I've watched the past 9 months in awe. I mean, they try and paint it a certain way. Tea parties, town hall meetings. No. It's all the same thing. Americans, regular Americans, not lefties, not professional protesters, I know those guys. Americans are getting up and are furious. And I tell you, they're not going to go down without a fight. And even, you think people don't know it wasn't jihad? You think people aren't watching the news and saying, wow, that vicarious post-traumatic stress syndrome, that's a hell of a sickness. So don't underestimate don't underestimate the power of the Second Amendment, because that's where the Second Amendment is critical. Because an unarmed population is sheeps to slaughter. But you don't fool around so fast with an armed American, I can tell you. So, yes, but I'm telling you that Americans are not going to take it. Not gun-toting Americans. No way. They're not. I'd like to see them pass that. Look, the Law and Sea Treaty, where we've abdicated many of our rights in international waters, is a UN treaty. It's terrible. I mean, there's a lot of that going on. I know exactly what you're saying. Second Amendment, it's in our blood. It's in our blood. I got to tell you. He thought he'd have health care. He has not, he's not gotten anything done except the czars. And have you seen that collection of clowns, asshats, and thugs? There's not one good guy in there. Net neutrality is a guy who's a communist. I mean, and not because I'm calling him that, but says I'm a communist and proud and happy and believes that the net and all the internet should be, government controlled. His people are unbelievable. Cass Sunstein, unbelievable. Samantha Powers, who years ago was on NPR or Channel 13 saying, we have to invade Israel. I mean, he's got some cast of characters in there. I think 2010 is going to be a seminal event. And look how they're spinning the this last election. We won. New York 23. First of all, Hoffman was such a hard guy to get behind. I mean, did you see him? Listen, I don't want to be critical here, but oh my God, I thought to myself, this is what we're rallying around the flagpole? And he was a flagpole. It was like a bobblehead. It was incredible. He was nowhere until the conservatives got behind him. He was nowhere. So I see very, very good things, but people have to get involved. You have to get involved. You have to activate. You have to get out for campaigns. You have to get off your tuchus. You have to. It's time. It's time. I'm telling you, it's time. We've been running on autopilot for a long time, and the left took over. Because, you know why? Because we don't believe in big government. Because we want to work. We want to have all the white picket fences. We want to have a little chicken in the oven. We want the little girl to come home. We'll pay our taxes for protection. To have the best military in the world, the best defense. I'd give whatever for defense. Every plug nickel. But I'm telling you, statism, this is where we're going. Where big government has nothing to do but make regulations to interfere in your life. It's what they do. It's what they do. It's incredible. Now in New York City, trans fat's very bad. We want to, no trans fats in the restaurant. It's no smoking. I'm smoking outside. No, you can't smoke outside. I can't smoke outside? What, I got to get on the shuttle to have a cigarette? It's incredible. It's terrible. And I think people are beginning to see it in the daily fabric of their lives. I don't think America likes having Big Brother on television every day, the big face. He's on every day. That was my issue with Bush. They say, Bush, get up there and tell him what you're doing. And Bush was, I had issues with him after 2006 because I really believe Bush in November 2006 believed that there was a mandate, the people spoke, the Congress went Democrat, Rumsfeld was fired, John Bolton was never going to get out of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. His name was never going to come out for a vote. And he let go. He let go. And, you can't let go of a Bush doctrine. That's like letting go of a wild bronco. The Bush doctrine was you're either with us or against us. I loved it. I live it. I die it. That's my next president. And I'm going to tell you something else about the next election. I'm warning you now. I'm not going down with a loser. I'll go down with a winner. I'm not going down with another rhino. They had their shot. We've been very nice. We don't want to split the party. We want to split the party. We want to all get along. Enough. It's enough already. And they try to make us out to be such freaks. I love the DHS report. The DHS report that the extremists were the patriots, the Tea Party is grandma and grandpa. Meanwhile, I don't know if you saw this on my blog, but Major Muslim Nidal Hassan was on the transitional team for Barack Hussein Obama. And I have the PDF file on my site, and I downloaded it. So if they dare to take it down, I learned my lesson the hard way. Obama scrub-a-dub-dubs. He does. He's amazing. When I first broke the story about the forgery on the certification of live birth, every image of that certification of live birth went off Google Images. So he's a scrub-a-dub-dubber. But that's on my site. Imagine that the terrorist, the worst terrorist in history, military base, was on his transition team. That's staggering. It's amazing. But Grandma, watch out for Grandma. She's deadly. Anybody? Yeah.